team.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes Victor Allen's new Sportz, written and directed by the bald-headed black man. That's what they say, rub his head and make a wish. The ladies have nicknamed him Sexual Chocolate. We tell you to dress appropriately for this segment. Sports bras and jock straps, bring your own foot powder. Here we go. It's time for sports. Yeah.
All that. Feel better now, right?
I got it out, Vic.
Yeah, we're running.
Got to release that pressure.
We're running long today because you had a special moving segment. I want to give applause to that because, you know, most veterans are going to sit back and roll back and replay this because you mean a lot to their efforts because you were giving them the Dolomite. All right, you guys, here we are. First thing I'm going to do is say this straight out. How you feel about that Lake Show performance against the Raptors last night that had two starters out called Lowry and Serge Ibaka? And I'm talking about the defending champs came into the city and said, y'all rated number one.
Well, I enjoyed that game. You know, it won. It showed me, again, the Lakers can't win everything. The team, the way they were making the adjustments, I liked.
Right.
The different looks, I liked.
Right.
And the other thing, I watched Toronto previously. I think I had told you, Vic, and I said at least they show you that they were a strong team before Kawhi.
They are, all of them are a year better. And Pascal, let me just say this. You want to see a team that hustles? The best running team, discipline, best three-point shooting team. Guess what it made the Lakers look like? Slow legs.
It made the Lakers, but let me just say this. The Lakers have such a different look because what they have this year, Vic, and I think you got to acknowledge this too, is they have these moments of extreme defensive intensity that are amazing. Avery Bradley is something else, dude.
Yeah.
What a wonder. You know, it actually had me going back to look up.
Right.
What Avery, where he was before.
Right.
Because I said, I know his name, but I didn't know his teams. But when you add defensive specialists, Vic,
yeah.
And even Dwight Howard is working his ass off.
Yeah.
Even though the Lakers lost, like I said, I like Toronto. And I got to give them some love. And even in losing, Vic, the Lakers still showed you that they can adjust. It's an amazing team.
Listen,
it's an amazing team.
Let me just say this, you guys. First of all, that wasn't really my lead off, but I know if I don't cover the LA, which is coming up a little bit later.
Okay.
See, I had to go
true.
there.
So you guys notice I talk.
Right.
I was excited because I'm excited about the Lakers.
Getting you, remember, because I wanted people to understand that I paid attention to it. Yeah. With the LA report later, and we about 50-50 later on in the show, but really I'm here to let you know, one, my fears, which is the main topic in my sports segment that I'm going through being in LA and what that's about. And then also something coming up called Why Do We Do It? But before we do that, just so that there may be a conversation that's important, say Donald Trump in Bama, Crimson Tideland, and they got served. Or
God.
See,
wait, got that.
Yeah, right. So got served, hands up for LSU. Got it. Now, I'm going to quickly, you tell me which was a story out of these selective ones. And if I miss one, you let me know. I already covered the LA Toronto. That's not a big story because they're defending champs. LSU handing it to Bama.
Yay! Yay!
Now, here are the mild upsets. You could either say shocking, one-off, or what the hell. Cleveland dumps Buffalo. Miami. Wait. Actually, I got that incorrect. So just let me say this. Miami also gets off the snide. Atlanta Falcons defeat New Orleans, which to me is the shocker because they only had one game. Pittsburgh served the Rams. Tennessee gets the Chiefs and Mahomes. Which game stood out the most that you said, oh, my God, didn't see that one coming?
Well, there's a couple that stand out for that, but they're flukes. Atlanta beating the New Orleans Saints is a fluke. Throw the game out.
Why?
Bad day. It's not going to happen again like that. The Tennessee Titans and the Chiefs. I actually think you can throw that one out again. Again, it's a fluke. You have bad days with some of these teams.
Right.
It's just not going to go well.
And I got doubled, so I apology that I got Buffalo twice.
I know you got Buffalo twice. Now, those other ones, like Cleveland beating who did Miami beat?
No, watch this. first of all, I'm gonna go get the information. I'm more looking at Cleveland because of the hype. So imagine that they actually beat Buffalo. Would that be a big deal?
It's a big deal, even though it leans toward the flukish.
Okay, there you go.
Kind of fluke. See, these are just a bad day.
I got you.
For some people. It was just a bad day for some people. The day started off bad. Things went bad. So, I don't think that Buffalo is that bad. And I definitely don't think that Cleveland is that good. So
yeah. Yeah, Cleveland actually served up Buffalo. So, I had the mistake there with Miami there.
Who did Miami play?
Miami played Indianapolis.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Indianapolis. So, these are maybe one-offs, maybe not a big deal. I'm just sitting up there going like this. I want you guys to know this. I have to speak about the Rams. When you have a great offensive line, your quarterback is great. But what we're finding out is the Rams, without an offensive line, our quarterback is one-dimensional. He's a one-off. No disrespect, meaning that can't improvise, doesn't run. Every team they're playing is going after him because they know that he gets weaker when you push that envelope or going to touch him. And so the Rams are getting served right now. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm not mad. He's not Patrick Mahomes. So, with that being said, I just wanted to get out there so I cover it. What I want to get into is the sport that I have to ask myself. Would you go on an invitation to sit in a box seat to go watch a sport that I tend to ask, why do we do it? And that sport happens to be bull riding. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Would you consider this the most dangerous sport? That's considered a sport that probably not even boxing can shell out this much punishment. You get a special box seat. Don't laugh, man, because you're going to say, where's the box at? Where's the box? You get a box seat, front row. You going. You're looking forward to it, Mario. He's still looking.
I'm saying I wouldn't do it. And I think they grab him by the nuts or something to make him go crazy or something. I don't know. I was trying to look at that strap.
Dude.
See if they had his goodies tied all up.
No.
But whatever.
No.
That's just the strap they use to hold on. Now, I wouldn't do this. I think it's crazy.
Would you go for the sheer entertainment?
Only if the long line of Popeyes was like a block.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute.
I wouldn't be able to go if I couldn't get my chicken sandwich.
Okay, so literally.
Gotta get that chicken sandwich.
See, you see what I'm saying? So.
I would never do this. Why does this exist? Who goes?
Okay.
Look at the stands. I would like to interview these people in the stands. Why are you here? Why are you here?
See, my question was, dude.
I bet I couldn't find a date in that whole arena.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute.
I bet I couldn't find a woman out there in that arena that I could have anything to discuss.
Okay, if somebody
That's not true. There's someone there who's being forced to go with her dad, who I really would like.
If somebody said, "Hey, look, I'm going to invest at least a few million into your platform if you, Mario, go to this particular event and you're one of the clowns for just 3 rounds." 3 rounds.
Man, I'm thinking about my scrotum, or lack thereof after this. Because, they're bouncing you around.
But you're the clown that has to distract.
I'm not doing it. I'm not looking at the clown. Clown ain't no fool.
Okay.
In fact, where's the rest of your clown shit?
All right.
See, he look like got Dickies shirt on. What kind of clown wear Dickies?
Okay. All right, let me go on the
I don't see nary a clown thing happen.
All right, let me move on. Okay, I'm going to the part that most of the time people go like, Victor, where you do you have fears? Do you have concerns? And yes, I do. So I feel that when I'm out about in LA on the bike, there's a grim reaper on my back just waiting to deliver. And laughing at me because he knows, it's coming. And I'm going, but what's coming? And then I said, okay, let me go find what it is that's coming. And my fears, I have 3 examples of fears that I deal with every time I go out. Let me go to the first one. The first one is, I'm biking in L.A. You know that when people are behind you, you find that they really are smarter than you while they let you run into what they call a situation. Here's my first fear. Blind corner. The car behind me knew what was coming, but I didn't. Notice, when he hits, does the car come up? No. Does the car stop? Yes. Did the car know that there was a corner? How could they help me? Do I have an earpiece? Is somebody yelling? Is there flashing lights? Nothing. That one, I think I can recover from a little bit. Just a little bit. That's one of my fears, because I do hit these corners, and I'm gonna be serious with you. On my bike, if you hit a little bit of water, you feel the tire skirt, meaning because of the type of tires I have. There's not mountain bikes. Fear. Also, the fear that my bike and another, I guess you could say the wall, will not be injured, but I don't make it. So this one I call the brick wall, and bike was okay. Bike was fine. Brakes worked. Oh. Brakes worked. Okay.
That's fucked up.
Okay. Obviously somebody's going to say, Victor, where are you riding your bike at? I'm probably not in the area.
They don't have bike lanes in the ghetto. See, this is what I'm telling you.
All right.
And we may not live in the ghetto, but we can see the fence.
Right.
This is like ghetto proper.
Right. This is bad. This is
the part they gentrifying in the ghetto.
Now, let me give you the one that's my worst fear. It's because it's the one I've experienced before, and it can happen every day. Just watch how fast this happens. Okay. All right. I've gone through this before. All right.
I know you can hit. That's what I don't like. No.
This is my worst fear.
That should be that should be up there.
And let me tell you. Now let me tell you why. This particular image, he hit an object. My circumstance happened where I was testing new brakes. And the back brakes have a different mindset than the front.
That's right.
And the front brakes worked perfectly.
And locked up.
To the point that you're thrown and the ejection pod is so violent that you really don't hit the ground. You're skimming across. Where did it happen at, Mario? Overhill, Slauson in L.A., down the hill, going to La Brea. No. Big pipe, water pipe, fire trucks are out. They had the pipe going across the street. 10 of us hop over. And all of a sudden, my bike wiggles. It goes, and I go, uh-oh. Correction. Down. Gone. It just, under my feet.
And once again,
that's it.
There was no bike lane.
None.
And he's in the affluent part of the ghetto.
Right.
Up here in View Park, historically.
That's my fear.
Black neighborhood with no bike lane for the senior black gentleman here.
Right, bro.
What can I say?
Yeah. So I'm just letting you guys know.
You look good, Vic. I didn't notice any limp.
No, not yet.
I haven't seen any.
I've already had.
You have your elbow pads on? Were you padded up?
Knee pads. Already got a scrape. Already fell 3 or 4 times. And not because of the reasons you think. It's forgetting that I have on the shoes that I have to unhook when I come to a stop. And sometimes you get stuck and forget and you just fall over. All right. Wow. Got to go over to LA, because it's not going to be good news anyway. LA just means athletes in actions. Lakers, we already know. Which is bad because, dude, when you got 2 starters from the other team sitting down, hey, what can you say? LA Rams, man, let me just say this. They going to the playoffs, man? They going to the playoffs?
Not my team.
Not your team, bro.
No, dude.
It don't look good,
None of these LA teams are my team.
Hey, look, let me just say this too, man. Yep. We're in the year of more defense, not Lamar Jackson.
Todd Gurley's hurt. They need to just be honest and tell people he's hurt.
Even if he's hurt.
They're trying to sell some tickets.
Listen, man, they bully ball that offensive line. Even if he's not hurt, it's just no way.
I know. Both of them look bad. The Chargers used to be running with Eckler.
Right.
I mean, I don't know what's happening with LA. See, but that's maybe what we deserve. since y'all are hating on us, it's probably the voodoo coming out of Pittsburgh.
Right.
Some dastardly Pittsburgh residents that we won't name probably was doing some voodoo, some other non-Christian
PMC
something.
is laughing at you. He's laughing at both of us right now, man.
It's probably him.
He's laughing at us, man.
Pull out some witchery.
All right. Also, hey, hands up, USC. They won. They beat ASU. So they're 6-4. They'll qualify for a bowl game. All right. Let me just say this. There's been this weird circumstance in the NBA with injuries, and I always say there's the NBA handouts. I call it NBA superheroes out because of hand injuries, and it's just weird. And the latest one you got to feel for, but if it's not as bad, is Gordon Hayward of the Celtics. So I decided to say, let me go see how real this is. I have to use Spider-Man because his hands are broke, both of them. Got limp dog in there all day. But which one of these injuries would you say to which team is
That's
more?
not Spider-Man. That's Dead Zone.
I mean, wait, look. I call him Spider-Man.
God dang. See, just pressed all the comic people like
dying on me. They go,
hey, Spider-Man,
man. Dead Zone. I got you. My bad.
I'm like looking at it too, saying, damn.
Well, you know,
I'm
getting close. Okay, so we got.
I'm sorry.
You know, it's a good one.
Hand injuries.
You're right.
Obviously, they didn't masturbate enough because they would have had a stronger wrist.
No, man.
One thing I'll never have is a hand injury.
Hey, look. Let me say this.
Billy and Tilly is strong as hell up in there.
Okay.
Muscle building hand.
Why are you going to go there,
the
man?
The Palm Sisters.
Listen. I already killed the comic crew. They already going
you already called
I already called him Spider-Man. It's done. I'm done on this. But let me just say this. Who do you feel more for, Steph Curry or Gordon Hayward? Now, there's some others in there. Kyle Lowry, he's coming back soon. You got Marvin Bagley.
Gordon was out.
Yeah, man, it just happened a couple of days ago. It just happened. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's out, but he's only out until like the 15th, so he only got a week.
Okay, no, I don't feel out for anybody except Steph. Well, I'm sorry, he's out for like the season.
Right.
You know, he's the one who's out for the season. I mean, you got February 18th, Vic, but we don't know. You know, and that's again, when they say that, I'm not sure when they say February 18th for Steph,
right,
when he actually starts shooting.
Yeah.
What the rehab part is, that's the part. When do we start rehabbing this?
Right.
Versus when we think it's done.
This is an at least date, too. They're saying at least
he may
date.
not be. That's what I'm saying. He may not be ready for the whole season.
Yeah, this is not.
Because that's a different rehab.
Right. Even Draymond has been out temporarily, too.
That's right.
For a little something with his finger. So it's the.
I'm not going to say anything, Vic, because that you left it kind of.
Yeah, I know. Don't make it. Don't drag it down there.
Yeah, okay.
Don't drag it down there, man. I know Dolomite is hitting you. I got you. All right. All right. Hey, look, we're gonna check out the game Monday Night Football.
Spider-Man is hand injury.
That's jacked up. All right. Rest in peace, Michigan State star Cassius Winston's brother Zachary Winston dies. Imagine that you wake up one day, your brother's there. He committed suicide by stepping in front of an Amtrak train. And then, of course, his brother on the left went on and played the game the next day. This is such a big deal because his brother plays, or his brother represents Albion College. That's, I believe, in Michigan. And so it's this story of everybody who's taking photos with this guy, you know, and he's all kind of, hey, let's do this. Then one day, just out of nowhere, this happens, man. And it's just, I can't imagine. So I wanted to sit back and say, hey, blessings to the family. The struggle is unbelievable. How do you know what you can do when there's no signs there for anybody to grab onto? So this was really, I mean, I kept reading the story and I'm going, do you know what it's like to take to...
See, this is part of why I'm setting this, and I'm going to make it even more next year, Vic.
Yeah.
This emphasis on mental health.
It is
and
big,
identifying, man. Because I as a professional, know how prevalent it is. It's out there. It's around all of us. All of us have people around us who are depressed. All of us have people around us who are struggling. And so I intend to make this an area of focus. So sad once again.
Yeah, it is. And hey, just wanted to give respect and prayers out. Hey, that's it. That's the short version. Hey, Vince Cortese, I see you, man. Always good, man. Always good. He's one of the old school road dogs in our early days here. So got to give respect to Vince.
All right.
Yeah.
Done
deal, man.
See ya. Victor Allen, New Sports, recurring segment of the Morning Coffee with Mario show. It's here every week, written and directed by the bald-headed black man, a unique fan-based view of sports, never re-reporting, always talking about the things that you find most interesting. Victor Allen, reach out to him on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Find him. Let him know how you feel about his sport. And dress appropriately, damn it. I told you. Sports bras and jock straps.